There's something unsettling about driving a taxi late at night. The empty roads, the flickering streetlights, and the occasional lonely figure waiting on the curb. But some nights, some rides, are more than just unsettling. Ravi was a seasoned taxi driver, working the late shift to make some extra cash. The night was cold, with a thick mist rolling in from the river, making the streets look almost abandoned. He had just finished dropping off a passenger and was heading back when he saw a lone figure standing under a dim street lamp, hand raised for a ride. "Passenger, thank you for stopping." Narrator. The voice was barely above a whisper, but something about it made Ravi uneasy. The man was dressed in an old-fashioned suit, slightly damp from the mist. His face was pale, almost too pale under the yellowish streetlight. Ravi forced a smile and nodded. "Ravi, where to, sir?" "Passenger, just drive. I'll tell you when to stop." The man sat silently in the back, barely moving. Ravi kept glancing at him through the rearview mirror, but every time he did, a strange chill ran down his spine. Something was off. The roads were nearly deserted, only the soft hum of the tires breaking the silence. Minutes passed, then the passenger finally spoke. "Passenger, do you believe in ghosts?" Ravi, "Well, I've heard stories, but I try not to think about those things while I'm working." Passenger, Sometimes ghosts don't need you to believe in them. They find you anyway." Ravi's grip tightened on the steering wheel. Something about the passenger's tone made the hair on his arm stand up. He tried to shake off the unease and focus on the road. Then, he glanced at the mirror again. And his blood ran cold. The back seat was empty. The passenger was gone. Ravi slammed the brakes, the tires screeching against the wet asphalt. He twisted in his seat, eyes wide, but there was no one there. The door hadn't opened, no sound of movement, nothing. His breathing grew ragged as his mind struggled to find a rational explanation. Then, suddenly, "Passenger, I'm still here." Narrator. Ravi's heart nearly stopped. He spun around, but the back seat was still empty. Cold sweat trickled down his forehead. The air inside the car felt freezing now, his breath visible in the dim light. With trembling hands, he threw the car into drive and sped off, heart pounding with every passing second. He just needed to get out of there. But the nightmare wasn't over. His phone vibrated on the dashboard, an unknown number flashing on the screen. Hesitantly, he picked it up. "Caller, you shouldn't have picked him up." Ravi's hands shook as he dropped the phone. He didn't stop driving until he reached the city center, where the streetlights were bright and the roads were alive with people. He parked near a crowded diner and sat there, gasping for breath. He never took late-night rides again. Some say ghosts are just lost souls looking for a way home. Others believe they linger, waiting for someone to notice them. So, the next time you're alone on the road and see a figure standing under a flickering street lamp, will you stop?